All right, yo, YouTube, welcome back to another reaction. We are going to be checking out the Lil Tay situation. She went ahead and started a friends only, and she ran up like $1 million in 3 hours, bro. This is the Lil Tay I remember, bro. This little 10-year-old richest flexer, bro. Like flexing your mom's right in her hand.
So Lil Tay has always been a mystery online. For those of you who don't remember, back in 2016 to 2018, there was this little girl dubbed Lil Tay who went viral after she made countless videos flexing cars, money, and designer items.
You already know what it is. Lil Tay, the youngest flex of the century. I'm only 9 years old, but I'm
What happened, bro? She was only 9?
richer than all y'all broke haters. This female kitchen is bigger than your whole entire living room, and I got 4 more houses. This costs more to your rent. My toilet costs more to your rent. Everything in my bathroom costs more to your rent.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. The internet back then, we had a lot of crazy characters. You had Supreme Patty, you had Wide Neck, you had Long Neck, you had all these weird characters, right? But the way that everything is, the way that everything was compared to what the way that everything was compared to what the internet is right now, you just look back at this era and yeah, it was crazy, but it was just simpler times, bro. The content wasn't the best, but you definitely will feel some type of way looking back. Cause I'm like, damn, this was such a simpler time, bro. Now the internet is so negative. It's all about drama. It's all about, you know what I mean?
And see, this is my closet. Everything here would be designer. Gucci, Louis, Versace.
Now eventually it would leak that someone was essentially coaching her behind
her
the
brother.
scenes to say
Her brother was coaching the whole thing.
Bro, wait. Go back.
Nah, and the funny thing is about this time, when this broke, it was crazy, but it was like, bro, she's 9. Somebody had to be coaching her and telling her everything that she had to do. That only makes sense, bro. That would be crazy if it wasn't. And then once you found out it was her brother, it was like, yeah, you could see the Rice Gum influence, bro. Cause he wanted to be just like him.
No, you broke ass bitch.
Lil Tay be popping on YouTube right now.
And she got talent though.
Redo.
At
You
9?
need to be like more ignorant. You have to be like, ooh, Lil Tay out here.
You still irrelevant, like I said.
And it's crazy because if she would have tried doing this whole thing now, she wouldn't have blown up. The internet, yeah, it was characters. Yeah, it was doing anything for the clout. But now everybody's on that wave. Like everybody is a caricature of themselves, which is the crazy part.
Last time, what do I say?
Aww.
That is when everyone saw behind the curtain, and the girl more or less disappeared after her mother, father, and brother started catching a lot of
She was
flack
gone
from
for a
people saying
minute.
this was a form of abuse. Personally, I think that her brother was the one behind the persona, but it's kind of a moot point at this time. Then 2 years ago in 2023, she would return once again with another attempt to garner clout.
That didn't
where she
work.
and her brother literally faked their own deaths to try and create some buzz around the Lil Tay
Oh,
brand.
I remember this. Yes. And then she tried to dump everything on her dad for being abusive. This is one of the downsides of doing anything to get on because you're not building a strong foundation, right? And this is something that I've been learning in my journey, right? There's so many creators that are tied to the end goal. They just want to have the money and the fame and the success, but the middle part is a question mark. They don't really care about the middle. They just care about the end. But at the end of the day, bro, you have to think about this from the end in mind. You have to act as if you already got everything. So once you got the fame and the clout and all that stuff, what are you going to do? That's what comes with this, bro. It's a marathon. It's not a race. You have to have a foundation. This game is all about longevity, and everybody's trying to rush to get to where they want to be. That's like sprinting during a marathon. You burn out so quick. I would rather have it to where people actually rock with me oh my God. I would rather have it to where people rock with me for me, and they want to see my journey. They want to see my skills get better over time. They want to see me grow as a person. There's no growth or progression in this at all. She's still moving like that same 9-year-old.
And
The teen rapper, whose real name is Claire Hope and who rose to fame online in 2018,
And then it's just like
passed
a shocking like character difference, bro.
away.
Once this was outed as a hoax where they said they got hacked apparently, she would then return to her flexing, shit-talking ways.
5 years and y'all still broke. The GOAT is back. 5 years and I'm still the youngest one out. Yo hating ass bitches were hating on me when I was 9 years old, talking all this shit when you don't fucking know me. So stop fucking talking.
Bro, the crazy thing is she's making it seem like everybody was just talking about her throughout this time. Nobody was talking about her at all during that time. She phased out into irrelevancy. I don't know what she's trying to say.
You did not come up. You had 5 years to come up and you didn't.
She also spent time saying how her dad was a horrible person, that he was allegedly posting man-looking-for-woman ads on Craigslist, feeding her a diabolical diet, making her wear undersized clothing, and that basically both he and his girlfriend needed to be investigated by CPS due to her horrible living conditions. And I guess that was her explanation as to where she had been. Other than that, she was still chasing clout, dropping bullshit music, and with these latest antics, it really just shows the disgusting nature of our current society.
Yeah, doing anything to get on.
And though these tweets have now been deleted because they were against Twitter's TOS,
wow,
I did screen grab them because I knew they were going to be important in the future. And so this entire situation kind of came across my radar when I saw this tweet. If this post gets 10k likes, I'll seriously consider making the OF.
Oh my god, bro. 1.3 million views. If you subscribe to Lil Tay's OnlyFans, bro, you need to be wiped off this planet. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Cause that's literally the bad baby method, right? If you drop all that content when you're 18, that means you stock recorded it when you're 17. There's something about you we don't know about, bro. Even like watching somebody who's freshly 18 is weird because you basically put her on pre-order. And it's like, bro, Lil Tay, what are you doing, bro? Your life didn't even start. You could have became a streamer. You could have became a YouTuber. You could have had a podcast. You could have started any type of side business. You going down this route, you're going to get no sponsorships. There's going to be a negative stigma on your name. People are going to think you a thought. The only recruitment that you're ever going to have is to the bop house, bro. You're going to be like Piper Raquel, bro. That's not good looks. And then with this industry, bro, you go down a slippery route. First, it starts off with the thirst traps. Then it eventually works itself to you actually, you know, posting stuff. Then eventually you start posting scenes and then you actually getting crushed on video. And then you start doing a bunch of other things. All the people who jump in this industry, bro, they fight with it all the time. They never, and once they leave, they're not the same person.
And I'm sure a lot of you in your head right now were thinking, well, how old is Lil Tay? It seemed like just a couple years ago, she was a very small girl. Well, as it turns out, time does fly, and this was actually posted 6 days before her 18th birthday.
Oh my God,
It seems like
bro.
she's essentially been planning on having a very similar rollout as the Catch Me Outside Bad Barbie girl, who was also teasing a pay-for-play link on the days leading up to when she would be legal age to do that.
That's genuinely sad, bro. This is not a trend anybody should do. This is low-key like bankruptcy in the content creation world.
You recently started an OnlyFans account, correct? Is it true you made over $1 million in your first 6 hours?
I heard, oh snap, in 6 hours? I heard she like ran up 50 mil in a day. Is that true?
This was also her bio this time, where she says, should I drop the link on my 18th birthday, June 29th? Then she got even bolder with her messaging, sharing a photo that I'm going to have to censor.
What? Should I remake this on my OF? What is it?
Sabrina Carpenter posing nude on a Rolling Stone magazine.
Oh,
and she's once again asking, should I remake this on my OF?
Where's her family at, bro? Does she not have anyone in her circle to tell her like, yo, chill out?
If I make one on July 29th. And so she would pretty much continue with her ad campaign.
Oh my God, this is literally marketing. This is a rollout. Let me put this right here. This is literally a rollout.
So
I'm gonna put this here.
18th birthday.
No, go right
July
here.
29th. And every male has been counting down to it, and
no, bitch, not every male. No, fuck no. Bro, it's crazy to think that she's 18 now. The way that I see her is as that 9-year-old, bro.
telling me to drop the link the second I turn 18. Girlies, what do you think? Should I do it?
Don't do it.
I mean, I won't lie to you guys. Anyone who was counting down to this, like they had a little timer set on their phone, needs to be investigated by the FBI. She
Nah,
would then run a
deadass.
poll asking this same question, and 2/3 of the people said, don't drop that link, don't ruin the rest of your life. Because honestly,
And she still did it, bro. That's
once
sad.
you go down that path, people are just going to look at you in a certain way. It's going to be very hard to get respect in other realms of your life. Just ask someone like Mia Khalifa, who
Yeah.
spent, I believe, only a couple of months in the corn industry. And she's noted multiple
Hasn't she like left multiple times and came back multiple times and then tried to justify it? She's so flip-floppy, wish-washy, bro.
times how it completely destroyed her from a mental standpoint, and also really limited her future career opportunities. And then she's
What
just saying
career?
shit
What
that
career opportunities is she? What is she trying to do?
has no correlation. So I'm mature enough to get death threats at 9, but not mature enough to launch an OF at 18.
Oh
this
my god, that don't even sound like something she would tweet. That sound like somebody cooked that up. Ew.
Whole behavior would actually get her account suspended for around a week. But on Elon's Twitter, nothing is really forever, so she
Yeah.
would find her way back to all
Yeah.
the sick fucks. She would follow this up by saying,
No, I want to know. It's 500 responses. I want to see the people that are responding to this.
and I'm 18 now, where are all the pay pigs? And to me, it's just so ironic, because
Whoa, what? I'm 18 now. Where are all the pay pigs? That sounds like desperation.
for years she was out here calling everyone broke, saying that they needed to get like her and get their bag up. And then the very second that she turns 18, the very
Damn.
second that she's eligible to do this shit, she's taking that dirty money, baby.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. This is 2025 to the core, bro. Like, you could have became a nurse. I mean, we could use some nurse. You could have been anything. Literally anything but this, bro. That's crazy. Like, I think she tried the whole streamer arc with Rakai. She realized that it wasn't for her. It was a lot of backlash that she received. She tried to collab with Jamal, IShowSpeed's brother. Nothing came out of that. I think she's like, she might be on her last leg, bro. Like, she might be on her Celtic Shack. How are you in Celtic Shack mode and you're literally 18? That don't make sense.
Y'all already know what the f going on. Lil Tay's dropping the youngest link of the century. Mark your calendars tomorrow.
Oh my god, she's marketing this like a crypto scam.
3 p.m. EST, and nobody, including my family, including the grown-ass haters, is gonna stop me. You know why? Lil Tay rich and finna get richer, bitch!
And I just have the feeling that no one
Why is she still leaning into the character? I thought she was trying to like move away from that.
in her life is actually trying to stop her from doing this. But I would say that most sensible people would not suggest making this type of life-altering decision the very second that you can. Especially where she has other, like, modern-day avenues such as streaming where she can still make money. And I actually have the feeling that her
Yeah, I don't know why she didn't just... Bro, you know what's crazy? She could have did the streaming route and the TikTok route. And all she would have to do is just collaborate with all the girls that are her age that are popping. She could have collaborated with Aya. She could have collaborated with... What's the girl's name? Alabama Barker. She could have collaborated with Bad Baby. She could have collaborated with Piper Raquel. She could have collaborated with mad girls. She could have collaborated with other streamers, bro. She probably would have been somewhere. It could have revived her career. And this is one thing about the social media world that people don't talk about. You have to adapt or die. You either adapt or die. You'll literally just get left behind, which is the crazy part.
brother is still the one behind this entire fiasco. Just look at what he said. This was apparently during one of her Instagram live streams. And keep in mind, guys, this shit is just all for
Wait, this is her brother?
promo.
Why are you on live and telling people you're gonna drop a fucking link?
Oh no, bro. Don't tell me he's in on it. Oh my god. I think he's seeing it as some type of like finesse. Maybe they might just run it up and then just retire before anything actually comes out. But it's like, you're kind of cucking, bro. Like, you're cool with your sister posting this stuff and you're promoting it and being a part of the rollout, doing a script to try to make it seem like you're not when you're all on board. I think it might be their whole family. All they probably care about is money, relevance, and clout. And you can see it from a mile away.
Just gonna disappoint everybody that's been waiting since 2023 and even 2018.
Bro, everybody who's been waiting since 2023 and even 2018. Who the fuck has been waiting since 2018? You deadass need to get locked up.
By not
Bro, what in the...
She really said everyone who's been waiting since 2018.
That's diabolical.
Which was, if I'm doing the math correctly, 7 years ago. You know, when she was 11 years old. I don't know, I just can't help but lose a little bit more faith in humanity as the days go by.
By not
Bro, what?
You know what's crazy though? It's not even really about her, because she's only doing she's only following where the money and the audience is at. And this is the easiest way to do it. It's really the fact that there's like, you know what I mean? An audience for this. That's crazy.
The Americanized capitalistic shit is this?
Capital, what? Everything is about the bag. You're just mad that you're broke. You're mad that
Oh my God, they're doing TikTok live scripts. Farming gifts. Oh, they're broke. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That is the last stage of bankruptcy. When you're begging for galaxies on TikTok live. Why is he okay with doing this? Where's the shame?
agency came to you before your 18th birthday and said, hey, we'll give you 30 to 40 mil to drop a link. Am I right or am I right?
30 to 40 mil.
That's bullshit. No one offered her $40 million to drop a link. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised
30 to
if her
40
sick fuck of
mil.
a brother wasn't the one recording the content.
That's a flex.
That's what I'm saying. Is it not giving cuck?
That's a
Because I swear it is.
It's not.
I think 30
Getting
30
good
M's is a
grades
flex.
to contribute.
Who the fuck is giving her 30 M's?
I get good grades from
Yo,
school.
get off. Yo,
What is good grade? I got good grades from school, so let me drop my OnlyFans. Like, what?
Dead ass?
bro, get the.
Are we dead ass? The link is dropping whether you want it or not.
He's over here smiling.
She then would go on to say, I did it, link in bio, all content shot at 12:01 on my 18th birthday. And then she posts this picture where she's wearing this shirt that says corn star in training. I mean, I guess I just don't really see why some people, like, get
It's
off
like
on this
rage
type
bait.
of thing. Like, they want to see the girl's birth certificate to make sure they can goon to her the second she turns 18. They want the fucking hospital records. And I'm telling you guys, this shit is just so PDF coded, where she says,
is.
freshly 18, please don't tell my mom.
Bro, oh my God, she already signed to an agency, bro. You know, if you subscribe to a girl's OnlyFans, you're not talking to her. You're talking to some random agent in Bangladesh, bro. This is probably what her agency told her to put in her bio to get the most amount of subscriptions and to farm the most interactions.
My 18th birthday exclusive shots at 12:01, only available for 24 hours. And it's just one of those things where I don't care if it's technically legal. This is just a disgusting thing for not only her to do, but obviously
Yeah,
for
it's like the fact that it's such a loophole that makes it weird.
everyone who goes and subscribes to this or looks forward to this type of thing. To me, it's like you were just so unbelievably down bad. And you need to
That's exactly what I just said. That's the
step on
crazy
some
part.
sort of
Yes.
list, because you're just playing on such a slippery slope. But apparently,
Oh,
guys,
snap.
I'm the crazy one, because she says she made $1 million in 3 fucking hours. $1 million, Lil Tay just broke the fuck out of OF. And it's
And
just
she's getting crazy views. This is a shit show, bruh. I can't even lie. If I'm her, I would get to invest in that money because this hype is gonna die down hella quick.
so funny to me that this has now become...
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that she was willing to do this means that she's gonna go down that slippery slope real quick because she's gonna be constantly chasing that viral moment. And now you went down the dark path. You've officially sold your soul. Most people on the internet are dopamine junkies. So their dopamine spiked off this, right? Nobody's going to care if you keep doing things at the same level. They're going to eventually tune you out. So what do you got to do? The next thing you got to do got to be even more crazy. Now you got to drop full-blown nudes. Then once they get tired of the full-blown nudes, they're going to want to see you diddle that coochie. Then you start diddling that coochie. Then that's not enough. Then they want you to start doing fetish shit and weird shit. Then they want to see you get fucked. Then somebody's pissing in your freaking booty hole on some Lana Road shit, bro. I'm telling you. And it just keep going like that. When you keep chasing that dopamine, it'll leave you down a dark track, bro. It's just like the streaming world. Anybody who does anything for the clip, you go down a dark rabbit hole. To the point where you see yourself doing things that you would have never thought, or some things happen in the pursuit of that. This is crazy.
something to like be proud of. There's like a sense of accomplishment. And in the modern day, there's also this sense like, oh, if it's making money, it's okay. Look, she made $1 million. While everyone else is slaving away, they can't even pay their bills. They don't even have a place to live. They can barely...
See, she could have just kept going down that route. She could have kept continuing to collab with Jamal. She could have kept collabing with Rakai, but she burnt that bridge. Rakai is literally the most turned teenager out right now. If she would have stayed in his good graces, he would have kept bringing her on. She could have parasocial farmed the entire situation. She could have collabed with Capri. She could have collabed with so many people, but nah, I don't know.
For the groceries, and then she just has life on easy mode. And then she finally shares all the money she made in apparently 3 hours.
Oh my God.
And she shares these alleged numbers where she got around $500,000 from personal messages, $26,000 in tips, and $500,000 in subscriptions, totaling to over $1 million in the first 3 hours. So yeah, it's essentially just the same thing that we saw with Bad Baby a couple years back. I do think that she was even more successful in her 18th birthday OF venture. And while I'm sure some of you will disagree with me, I don't know, something about this just feels like slimy as fuck to me. It feels disgusting. And it's just crazy to see.
It's just hella, it's hella sad.
The now effects of someone who was exploited in their early childhood.
It's just
and
hella
all
sad,
these bad
bro.
lessons about life and money and flexing on people and looking down on others, has now chose to in turn exploit herself the very first chance that she—
POV, your mommy tries to stop you from dropping the link. Oh my God. At this point, bro, just send in an asteroid. Just kill us all, bro. Give us the dinosaur treatment, bro. Let's restart this bitch. It's probably some society right now on another planet that's flourishing. We don't need to get in their way, bro. Wait, didn't the fucking asteroid like create a whole new fucking whatever on Earth? Let's just reboot this shit. Come on, let's reboot the Minecraft server, bro.
I also don't think that social platforms should be okay with hosting this type of message, especially if someone's trying to do this thing when they're still like 17 years old. I don't get why you would allow them to promote themselves in that way on your platform, because a lot of these tweets, they aren't going viral because people are actually—
things that people try to do to maintain their lifestyle is crazy, bro.
Sharing them. They're going viral because—
this is making my heart heavy, bro.
Algorithm literally just chooses to put them on people's profile. All of these have like millions upon millions of impressions. I don't know, I just hope that none of y'all out there—
because people are just watching they're just watching the shit show. They're only gonna be able to engage with this for so long, bro.
Subscribing to this type of shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a like, bro. Shout out Jamari, man. This was a real well thought out video, bro. She may not be broke, but she's broken. Oh my God. Other than that, YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch y'all in the next one.